like weirdly nervous. Hello friends, I hope you are having an amazing day. For those of you who are new, or for those of you who have just forgotten because it has been so long, my name is Amy Rebecca and welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry for disappearing off the face of the earth. I never intended on being away for this long, but the construction noise outside my apartment in Hanoi just made it impossible to film anything. And then I moved into an Airbnb and there was even more construction outside that place, and then I came home for Christmas and I was like, that'll be nice and quiet, and then I got a sinus infection and I've spent the last week in bed. But even though I'm still feeling very congested and probably sound a little bit gross, I could not let 2022 finish without just having a Project Pan finale. What kind of a person would I be if I did that to you? So we're here at long last, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna wrap up the 2022 Project Pan, and we're finally gonna answer the question, was I able to pan 22 products in 2022? Before we start rummaging through all the products, just as a little bit of a recap, the last time I gave you an update, all those many months ago, I needed to use up another 8 products in order to reach my goal by the end of the year. So that is where we were standing, and this is where we are now. So first, let's start off with a Christmas miracle. You may remember that last time I had a sudden burst of what I can only describe as overconfidence, and I cycled in not 1 but 2 powder products in the last quarter of my Project Pan. Both were from the Rimmel Kate Sculpting palette, and I wanted to completely use them up. One was a blush, one was a highlight, and I pretty much immediately regretted it. Powder products are just really hard to use up. But I guess the universe was smiling down on me in a weird way, because shortly after adding those into my Project Pan, I had a little bit of a mishap. I didn't put them back into the Z palette to keep them safe. I just kind of left them lurking precariously on the side of my sink, and when the cleaning lady came in, she knocked them down and they completely smashed. Which is fine, that was good news, because then they were more in a loose powder form. That's way easier to use up. So thanks to my own laziness and unwillingness to clean up after myself, I did in fact pan both the highlight and the blush completely. This is good news because both blushes and highlights were makeup categories that I really wanted to wrestle into submission in 2022. I really wanted to get those numbers down ahead of my 2023 beauty inventory, which, by the way, I will be uploading in a few weeks, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But I'm pleased to announce we will be down at least 1 blush and 1 highlight. I also managed to pan this little teeny tiny sparkly pink eyeshadow single that I had. Look, this was a small victory because there really wasn't a lot of product left in here when I brought it into the Project Pan, but a win is a win is a win. The next product I was working on using up by the end of the year was the Body Shop Almond Milk and Honey Hand Cream, and I'm pleased to announce that I did it. Used up that whole thing, baby. And I really did get my hand cream situation completely under control this year. I think I was down to just having 2 hand creams left. I can't remember what I started at last year. It was a lot. And then for Christmas I got like 6 hand creams, which is great because you know what, my hands will always be soft and we love that. I'm also pleased to announce that I completely used up the number 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Facial Sun Protection. This is just the little mini one that I had to carry around in my handbag. It's only an SPF 15, and one thing you need to know about me is I'm wearing SPF 50 on my face every single day, even today, and it's raining outside and I have no intention of being out there, but I'm adjacent to the window and that is enough for me. But yeah, I completely used this one up. I know it was a small one. I was really just giving myself low-hanging fruit towards the end of the year. I just wanted some easy things that I could use up, and I did. And this is where the video takes a turn. Y'all, I don't want to be that guy, but I failed. I needed to use up another 3 more products and then I would have reached my goal, and I didn't. There were 2 products from last time that I was still working on. The Makeup Revolution highlight from this face stick thing. Anyway, I did make some good progress on this. Can you also see how disgusting it is? It's completely melted. It looks like a science experiment gone wrong. But that's what happens when you take cream products out in your handbag and you live in Vietnam. Everything melts. I made good progress with this. I did use a lot, but alas, it beat me. And I hate to admit this because you all know I'm very competitive, even though I'm literally just competing against myself to see how much trash I can make throughout the course of a year. I know it's a weird thing to be competitive about, but I am so competitive when it comes to my project pan, and I feel like I have been beaten by this palette this year. My goal was to completely pan 4 eyeshadows out of the Naked One palette this year, and at the beginning of the year it looked like it was gonna go so well. Like I was off to a great start. I managed to pan Virgin, I panned Buck. It looked like I was really going to be in there with Half Baked, and I thought that I was going to be able to get to the end of Creep. It was so promising. I was on my way to achieving this goal, and then it just didn't. And if I can just take a second to be completely honest with you here, I'm not really surprised, because the last few months of 2022 weren't exactly great for me. Moving to Hanoi turned out to be far more stressful and overwhelming than I perhaps naively imagined that it would be. I was absolutely exhausted from not getting sleep because of the construction noise. I was trying to adjust to a new job and a new lifestyle, new people, and feeling very isolated and lonely. It got to a point where really I wasn't trying to thrive anymore. I wasn't trying to hit goals. I was purely just in survival mode and trying to get myself through to Christmas so that I could come home, visit family, and regain some strength. Everything else kind of flew out the window. It has been a difficult few months, and I have struggled. I have felt completely burned out and overwhelmed and stressed and just exhausted. And now I'm excited for the new year. I'm excited to go charging into 2023 and start making some really positive and exciting changes in my life that I cannot wait to start sharing with you guys. And I tell you something, we are using up 23 products in 2023, okay? Mark my words. Is happening. And I will be back regularly. I'm gonna start uploading videos every Wednesday now. I'm gonna make a little bit of a tweak to my uploading schedule, and I just have so many fun ideas that I want to share with you guys. Life updates. I have so much planned for the new year, and I am so excited and I'm so optimistic, not just for me but for you too. But with all of that said, I hope you have an amazing new year. Remember that you are enough just as you are. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.